that becomes the new cool.
Nah, fam! Nah, that was demonic, bro. And I ain't even religious, bro. I ain't even Christian. And I'm like, maybe the devil is real. Maybe Satan is real. People are over rap music, and we all know why. I don't know why. Video by Janae Danielle. Yeah, man, me personally, I'm not over rap, but what are we talking about here?
Music is so fried, dyed, and laid to the side, baby. We don't want to hear that no more. We don't want to hear how you can pop your cat, pop your cat. We don't want to hear that.
Rap is an art form. You are supposed to be saying something. When I hear y'all music, y'all don't be saying nothing.
Rap is cool and all, but it's getting outplayed, bro. They talk about hoes, money, killing. Bro, I don't want to hear that every day, bro.
Right.
I am tired of the shaking. Like, I'm tired of seeing that. Can we bring back real music videos with real creativity?
The song is called Kissing You. It's about wanting to be with somebody so bad that it's just like, kissing you is more than enough. And she took that and made pop that right here.
I've been noticing something off about rap music lately. And I'm not a music critic, okay? We're not about to sit here and talk about mumble rap or...
Don't do that. Don't put 21 up talking about like you be disrespectful. 21 is one of my favorite rappers, bro. God, he top 5 for me personally in my rotation. I love 21's music. Okay, that's enough glazing there, but I'm just saying, no, what you doing?
Flows.
You ain't listening to no fucking Wu-Tang. Stop pretending like you listening to Wu-Tang or Clips. You're not. Shout out to Clips though. Their new album was fire.
We're getting into is way bigger than that, because people used to turn up to rap, not only because it sounded good, but because it felt good too. Well, today, instead of turning up, a lot of people are turning down the volume. From female rappers asserting their dominance through sex to male rappers asserting theirs through violence. It's like every time a new rap song drops, we already know what it's gonna sound like. And not just in the beat or the music, but in the meaning or the lack of. In today's video, we're gonna look at how and why rap became predictable, performative, and empty, and also why so many people are tired of it. When rap music first came on the scene, it wasn't just for entertainment, it was the start of a different type of revolution. And both men and women were shaping that. Rap started in places like Harlem and the South Bronx, in neighborhoods that were overlooked, underfunded, and almost forgotten.
This is Harlem, a place almost everybody has heard of, but where most outsiders have never been.
Yeah.
Every urban problem that plagues this country is represented here, and you can find it all within a few blocks of this rooftop. Broken families, rampant street crime, the worst housing this side of Calcutta, alcoholism, street gangs, and the worst plague of all, addiction. But Harlem, even the pits of Harlem, is a story so much larger than just junk and junkies.
So in these places where people didn't have much, but they still had something to say, rap became the voice that mainstream media never cared to give them.
In this, this section of the city, not too many families can afford music lessons and things like that. Kids have no place to take music anymore. So in Bronx, what happened was that they figured out a new form of music that didn't take any music lessons, and that is using poetry in a rhythm.
Their lyrics were filled with a range of topics from race, social class, and politics. And what made it powerful was that it felt lived in.
I think it was Chuck D who said, it's the CNN of the black community. It's actually reporting on all of these things that we've experienced in poetry form and musical form.
You had rappers like KRS-One or Ice Cube calling out systems.
Ice Cube.
Yes.
Sue from Illinois asked why people are picking on you. Why do they pick on black artists when, say, the heavy metal artists advocated all sorts of weird things anyway? Why do you think people are picking on you?
I'm a young black man with very strong views, and I'm not the only
bro,
one.
Ice Cube looks the same, bro. Ain't that crazy? This nigga don't age, bro.
I hold these views.
Ice Cube looks fucking damn near the same.
About the system.
And you also had women like MC Lyte and Queen Latifah speaking on respect, identity, and womanhood.
While we're familiar with Salt and Pepper, Roxanne, Shantae, and MC Lyte, there's a long list of ladies who helped set the foundation for others. The founding female MCs of hip hop were investing their sweat and rhymes alongside their male counterparts to create a new subgenre within the culture.
And you weren't just hearing what they thought, but you were hearing what they'd been through. Now, as more ears
you still hear that shit though with rappers today. What are we talking about?
Able to experience rap, that's when things started to change. Fast forward to the 90s, and rap had started to grow from a neighborhood sound to a cultural movement.
Within a few years, it had become an underground cultural movement, and its distribution was homemade.
You couldn't purchase albums or records, and you couldn't hear hip-hop on the radio. The only way that you could participate in the culture musically was through these cassette tapes, which would circulate all throughout the city.
As its influence deepened and broadened, the music spread from the underground onto the radio.
As rap got bigger, it got more commercial. The stories were still raw, they were still coming from the streets, but now the world was watching and adapting. This is also when artists like Lauryn Hill and Nas stepped onto the scene. Lauryn even won Album of the Year at the Grammys, which was unheard of at the time for a rapper.
And the Album of the Year is The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. Lauryn Hill.
Nah, that was a crazy moment in Black history, no doubt.
Wow, this is crazy because this is hip hop music, and you know what I mean? It's like, you know.
Rappers were getting record deals. Music videos were hitting TV stations like MTV and BET, and labels started realizing there was real money in this. But with that kind of attention came an image. The industry started pushing what a rapper was supposed to look and sound like. And that's when things really started to shift, especially for women rappers.
She didn't look like a typical music star.
You look at TV and you like, okay, I don't see no big woman on this TV, you know, where the big girls at?
Yet Missy Elliott became one of the industry's most successful figures.
Artists like Missy Elliott came onto the scene, and she pushed the boundaries without hypersexualizing herself. But a lot of artists were still trapped in that marketable look that labels knew would sell. The men were pushed to be flashier, more aggressive, controversial, even sometimes violent.
Everybody gotta be a dope boy, you feel me? Everybody gotta be a everybody gotta be a gangster, and everybody gotta be hard. All I'm doing is being real.
The women were pushed to be more provocative, glamorous, and seductive. Lil' Kim may have cracked the door open, but by the late 2000s, Nicki Minaj kicked it down. She started turning sex appeal into a brand strategy. She became the blue.
Nicki Minaj a goat though. I mean, shit, you ain't gonna come for Nicki. You ain't gonna pretend like Nicki's a step down from Missy Elliott and all that. Nicki's a legend. You know what I'm saying? As problematic as, you know, things can sometimes get with Nicki. Huh? What we doing?
Blueprint that a lot of female artists seem like they have to follow today.
All of Nicki's lyrics could get as raunchy as any.
Oh my God, did I just expose myself as a barb? I'm not a barb, bro. I'm not. Am I a barb? Wait, I like Nicki Minaj's music. It ain't on the playlist at the moment, but Nicki Minaj, in my opinion, I don't think there's a female rapper that's topping Nicki in the last 15 years, bro. I don't think a single female rapper has come out in the last 15 years that's better than Nicki. That's doing bigger things than Nicki.
Female rapper, she kind of pioneered sexual raunch on a record in service of her, as opposed to servicing others. I think if you go back and listen to Lil' Kim's raunchy work and her presentation of on record, Kim mostly positions herself as a object and a receiver of sexual desire by her male fans and male peers. But Nicki was like, no, you all are here to please me and are here for my pleasure, which was transgressive at the time.
So it wasn't just about the music anymore, it was the full package. Labels wanted songs that could chart, but rappers had to be more than just rappers. They had to sell the whole image. You had to have the big chains, the big butts. And suddenly it wasn't just about what you were saying, it was about how you looked.
I just realized the BBL is to the female rapper what the diamond chain and the diamond grills are to the male rapper. That's crazy.
Saying it. And that
it's like you ain't even really popping for real as a female rapper. You ain't even really made it if you can't go and get a high quality BBL. You feel me?
Turning point, because labels started figuring out what could sell. So over time, rap stopped feeling like a testimony and started to become a product to sell.
I think a lot of it has to do with the rap game. I think rap music kind of like sold out the culture in a whole. A lot of rappers will be mad at me for saying this, but I don't care. The time I start hearing rappers tell me, yo, I don't rap for the sake of the culture. I don't rap for the art. Man, I rap for the dollars. That's, to me, a bad state to be in.
Today, rap is still one of the most popular genres of music, but when you really stop and listen, you start to question why. Now, the sound and the
But that shit fire.
Print of rap have mainly stayed the same over the years. Men rap about money, power, and women. Women rap about confidence, womanhood, and sexiness. But as the years go on and the tracks continue to be produced, the message starts to get a little repetitive.
Everybody trying to rap the same style with the, I don't know who created it, if it was Future or Migos, but all them sound the same.
You're making it
That didn't age well.
because you're in the studio like, what's the #1 record right now? We need to make another one of those. Stop doing that! Stop! You're not original! Give me some originals!
A new song will drop and it's about getting
Listen,
money.
definitely that's a thing. And we see it all across the board in entertainment. You have people who create from the soul, create from the spirit, and that can sound like what is popular. But then you have people who do go and approach this shit, whether it be YouTube, music, or anything else. They look and see what is already successful and just say, I want to try and copy this as closely as possible without it literally being copy and paste. You feel me? And hopefully I'll get shit, you know what I'm saying? I'll get money, I'll have success in doing that. And yeah, that always produces garbage content, whether it be music or YouTube or whatever. Why? Because there is no soul behind it. And so yeah, we do have an abundance of that, no doubt. And that shit is very repetitive and trash, but we can't just paint all of rap music with this broad brush like people aren't still putting out fire and heat and unique sounding music.
Just like the last 20.
I think the biggest problem is we got too much music, nigga. We got so much fucking music, bro. Like, it literally at this point, being up to date on all the current new music, especially if you're not staying at the rap caviar level, like you're actually looking for music on SoundCloud and Spotify, that's like a full-time job at this point, bro. Like, I personally want to listen to more rap music, and I'm just like, where am I gonna find the time? You know what I'm saying? It's like, I to just find the time to sit down and listen to an entire album from an artist I haven't heard before, or, you know, an album that I've heard about that, but I haven't taken the time to listen to. Nigga, I know music YouTubers who ain't gotten around to listening to fucking albums. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy how much music is out now.
Another verse about taking someone's girl or sleeping with another woman's man, maybe having the nicest clothes or body in the room.
Like every single sentence is about booty, having leaking, flipping, twerking, and hunching. I mean, can we get real rap? Can we get real bars? It's prostitute rap.
I really mean this with no shade at all, but don't y'all get tired of rapping about like drugs and drinking? It's the same topics like every single time. don't y'all be living actual lives? Like, I know you have something more to rap about other than that.
Here's a quick thought.
I mean, the reality is a lot of these rapper niggas, though, a lot of the rappers, that is their entire life, bro. It's like going to the studio, getting high, going to the mall, going to events, trying to fuck bitches, bro. They literally are actually rapping their lives. Yeah, it's crazy.
For me, because I feel like a lot of people, they listen to music and they listen to the lyrics more than the music. And some people want to listen to those lyrics and they still want to relate in a sense, right? So when every rapper or even pop stars are speaking about their 10 cars and their jewelry worth millions of dollars, I mean, read the room. Do you see the times we're living in? I'm not saying that these types of lyrics shouldn't be in these songs. I can't control these people. God forbid if these rappers couldn't talk about how much money they made and their status. What are they gonna talk about?
There's a reason a lot of people like this. I personally don't think about these lyrics as vain and superficial. I actually see them as very empowering and inspiring, right? Because it's like you might not have 10 cars. You might not have a fucking 4-car garage like that 121 Savage song. But when it was a 6-car garage, right? Well, what the fuck was it? I got 1, 2, 3. Let's see here. Young Savage, why you trapping so hard? Why these niggas capping so hard? Why you got a 12-car garage? Why you pulling all these rappers' cards? Love it. It was a 12-car garage. You might not have a 12-car garage, but when you're singing that song, you kind of are like at least for me, it's like you're putting yourself in that state energetically. And for some people, I think it's motivating. It's empowering, even if it just resides in their imagination. So I think that's why a lot of people like this music. The lyrics are very powerful. They may not be complex and poetic. It's more energy. I think that's what has happened to rap music. It became less about the lyrics for a lot of these rappers and more about the energy that is being put into the lyrics. Because you might be able to say, oh, everyone's rapping the same now, comparing it to the past where people put more emphasis on lyricism, but nobody can deny that that wasn't the right button. Nobody can deny that the level of creativity, the uniqueness of the flows, the changes that people are making to their voices on the music, it's very interesting, it's very intriguing, it's very creative, it's very captivating. And I think that's why we are getting away with simpler lyrics. Like, bro, I love Yeet. You know what I'm saying? I love Ken Carson, Playboy Cardi, 21 Savage. Bro, that's the kind of rap I like, bro. You know what I'm saying? I listen to a variety, but that's a lot of the rap I listen to. And I like that shit. Always have.
World peace? Rap music today feels so familiar that you probably already know what the rap
Like, I listened to the new Clips album. Every song on that album is great. Lyrics, great. None of it is going on my playlist though. It's just not, that's not what I'm looking for when I want to vibe, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm looking for personally. I think there's a lot of people who are consuming rap music that fall into that category.
Is gonna say before you hit play.
Okay, playlist for new rap music that's done drop. Let's see what they talking about.
I caught 17 bodies last night. Them all in the head. Ain't nobody catch me.
Okay, I hope you get caught soon, my brother. Female rapper?
Yeah,
okay.
Smack me, bend me over, run the train, choo choo, scream my name. I just
my sister in Christ. You might well just do porn.
Whether it's about stacking money or taking someone's man, sliding on and off, people know what to expect, and the result is people are tired. Now, if you watch my videos, you know that I really don't talk about trending topics. Most of the time, there's a trendy topic in my video, but I'm always more focused on the bigger picture and how it affects society and the culture. Well, this time, Megan Thee Stallion has the people talking. So let's pull up a chair for her. So if you're not familiar with Megan Thee Stallion, she has become one of the biggest female rappers of this time. Her songs center around being confident, sexy, and in control, and she's definitely built herself a brand.
A real hot girl know how to keep it heated. If somebody try to play with me 9 times out of 10, they gonna get their feelings hurt. You wanna make me jealous? Not gonna work. I'm a bad bitch. Where you going after this?
So when she released her new song, Lover Girl, I'm pretty sure some people were expecting one thing, but a lot of people were expecting something different and new, especially since she's in this new relationship and she just looks so in love.
Boy, that boy Klay Thompson, man. They about to trade this nigga, man. He had a game the other day. He got 0 points. They benching this nigga. A lot of people are blaming this relationship. I wouldn't blame the relationship itself, but he's in the sunken place, bro.
So happy, and not like the typical hot girl. Well, critics and fans listened and they were not happy.
We know that your body's T. We know that you have good poom poom. We know that your is bodacious and to die for. Like, we get it. We know, Megan. Please talk about something else. They trying to figure out where was the love in Lover Girl by Megan Thee Stallion, because the way she was talking in that song was not her being a lover girl. That was
I'm not a fan of most female rap music. I'll be real with you. It's just not my thing, and I think it's because so much of it is this. I have heard. Of course, I mean, I already told you earlier, I'm a barb, apparently, you know what I'm saying? But, so there's definitely, I have heard plenty of music by female rappers that I do like and I do think is good. But, yeah. The mainstream shit, most of it, I'm not going to be listening to that shit. I ain't going to be singing along to Pop My Pussy, Bend It Over, Bust It Wide Open. I'm just not going to do it. I'm not going to do it.
A freaky girl, which we already know that she is, which is why I was hoping that maybe I would hear something a little bit different from her from this song, considering that the song is Lover Girl and she sampled Kissing You by Total. Like, Kim, Keisha, and Pam did not sing on that ballad so softly and lovingly for Megan to talk about patting the poom poom and popping the poom poom and 30 years later. That's not what Total did that for.
Megan, try it again. Go back and redo that, because ain't no way you had us in a frenzy. Ain't no way. I didn't want to hear no sexy ring.
I gotta hear this fucking shit.
Driving me crazy. My man.
I mean, I appreciate it, but that's definitely not going on my playlist.
I've seen countless TikToks talking about what a lot of female rappers speak about today, which is, their private parts and so on. There's always a bunch of comments of people being like, if it was a guy, y'all wouldn't care, y'all don't say anything. When it's men, y'all don't have the same energy for male rappers. Well, hello, you're in the right spot, because I have that energy. Rap music today is starting to become more hurtful than impactful, and it's definitely not one-sided. Male rappers set the tone years ago.
We say things that other MCs wish they could say and want to say.
Okay, listen, I don't want no fucking kumbaya rap music, bro. I'll be real with you. I don't want no fucking let's hold hands and all be friends.
To say, because the record companies won't let them say it. So since I have my own record company, I have to say it.
I like the conflict. I like the conflict and the conflict resolution that you hear in these songs. Okay, it's a story. They say it's no story. No, it's a story. Okay, first you had to roll up with your boys, huh? All right, then you slide down to the ops house, you catch them lacking, you spray the block down, then you go home and you celebrate. You feel me? That's a whole fucking storyline, bro. You know what I mean? And then you put a nice melody with a hard beat. That's great. I love that shit.
I'm not gonna say it because the record companies won't let them say it. First of all, you can't be affiliated with but if it's happening, we're gonna say it.
And it's only getting stronger today. Whether it's casual mentions of what's in the double cup.
Like this, I ain't never liked this shit. Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang. Like, everybody's going to dance, especially when it just came out and was viral. If you're in a club, you're at a party, you're at a kickback, yeah. People are vibing to it. It has that energy. But this, I ain't feeling this either. You know what I'm saying? I already told you what I like.
what's being rolled up or popped. Maybe it's the flexing, the detachment in relationships, and the casual cheating. Or we could even talk about the revenge and the territorial natures.
Drill is based on the chaotic nature and frequent incidents of violence in certain neighborhoods on the south side of Chicago, especially in the Woodlawn area, also known as Drill City. Rapper from Woodland, Pac-Man, was the first one to use the word drill for describing in his single, which was released in 2010 and titled It's a Drill, and unfortunately his life ended in the exact same year.
I could go on, but I don't want to sit here and demonize or demoralize rap music and the black culture, because at its core, it's not the rap music. I need y'all to see the bigger picture. Back in the day, people used to rap to tell their stories, and today, they still do. The only difference now is that there's marketing behind it. There's a label that's trying to push something. It's almost like there's an agenda being pushed to the community.
I don't think that the black community will evolve collectively until we recognize what gangsta rap has done to us as a culture, because music is our culture, and I want people to know that there's a distinct difference between hip-hop, a hippie, and gangsta rap, what we listening to today, because the messaging in the music is so negative. It does nothing positive for the community. It's not even empowering. It's not even like,
That's bullshit. That's bullshit. I listen to 21 Savage, and I just feel like being a great father.
Little black dude, you gonna get out the hood. It's not even that. It's like do illegal substances, your women, have some mix, do illegal substances, praise money.
And because everyone's trying to stand out, everyone's trying to get that top charting song, the rap is getting more extreme, it's getting more raunchy, it's getting more sexualized. There's always something good, but once it's mishandled, it can turn evil. And I believe that yes, if we look at the outcome, rap music has been mishandled. And instead of being a vocal diary to some, it's become a marketing and clout strategy. And once that shift starts to happen, we have to ask ourselves, what effect is this actually having on people, or specifically children? We already know how easily influenced kids are, especially when something is trendy, catchy, and cool. And when most popular rap songs are violent and hyper, that becomes the new cool.
Nah, fam! Nah, that was demonic, bro. And I ain't even religious, bro. I ain't even Christian, and I'm like, maybe the devil is real. Maybe Satan is real.
Hyper.
The fuck?
That becomes the new. It almost seems like music, but not limited to just that, is shaping how these kids act and speak and how they want to be seen.
You trying to get on, man? Let's do it, man.
Every day I'm hustling, do it for the fun of it. Yeah, I'm on that money shit. If I hear him talking shit, then I'ma pull up with a mix.
Because why are we on that money at the age of what looks like 11?
Because we all on that money shit till the day we die. How did you spend your week? I'm sure the grand majority of it went to trying to make money. And then what do you do when you get home? Think about money. Think about the money you got to spend, the money you want to make, the money you're not making. Right? Because money is the currency that allows us to exercise power in this world.
And y'all be telling me, oh, Janae, like, it's okay. You're normal. I think like that too. Okay, well, we're like 1 in a million. Because no one sees a problem with this.
Nah. I actually we've spoken about Lil RT on this channel. Look, I don't allow my children to listen to the music I listen to. You know, they'll catch it in the wind. But once I realize they're in the room, I'm putting on Michael Jackson, bro. I'm putting on fucking Earth, Wind, and Fire. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting on the shit that my parents played for me when I was coming up. Good vibes, you know what I'm saying? Music, bro. Just good vibes music. I'm playing Bob Marley, you know what I'm saying? I'm playing that kind of shit. And so I do believe that exposing these children too young to these kinds of lyrics is dangerous, but in the same way we don't allow children to watch rated R movies. Okay, it's not for them. It shouldn't be for them. And so I'm not going to tell people how to raise their kids, and I'm not even necessarily saying that it's a death sentence to your child's mental health to allow them to listen to rap music at a young age, like explicit rap music at a young age. I just personally don't think that it's wise. I think it's better safe than sorry. And so, you know, let kids be kids. Let kids be kids.
Because a lot of people today are just giving up rap music completely.
Really?
Today makes 113 days that I have not listened to no rap, trap, or R&B. And honestly, it has been such an amazing experience. I encourage everybody to do this.
Some stop listening because it doesn't align with who they are or who they're trying to become. Others are letting it go because it triggers thoughts and emotions in them that they don't normally have.
This is coming from the biggest money bag, 21, Drake, I mean, you name it. I used to love it. When I stopped listening to it, call me weird, but I feel like my values of myself and other women just exploded in how much I understand our worth more.
I went like a month without rap. I realized my thinking was becoming more shallow.
Low-key, I feel like this is some anti-black bullshit, bro. Like, the fuck, nigga? Like, what? Maybe for women, I can see how it could make you feel worse about yourself. But rap music has never made me feel like worse about myself. You feel me? That shit made me want to hustle and like grind personally. But hey, I guess it's not for everybody.
The power of the tongue is strong. And I truly believe that what you listen to can have an effect on your mind, your thoughts, your actions. A lot of people have said that this type of music makes them feel angry or prideful, lustful, or just puts them in a bad mood in general.
Listen, man, everybody can't drink coffee. I know this seems like random, but there are some people who drink coffee and they get overwhelming anxiety. Like they get the shakes, they get the jitters, they're irritable, they're anxious, they can't sleep. And then there's some people who could drink a cup of coffee before they go to bed, bro. There's some people, they drink a cup of coffee and it does the opposite. It like levels them out, smooths them out, gives them a nice, energized, clean start to the day. And, you know, it is true that music has the ability, it has spiritual power, it has metaphysical power, it has the ability to change the way you feel, change the mood you're in. And that, of course, will impact the quality of your life and the experiences you have, because that your emotions are literally the outward manifestations of your energetic state, right? To get a little spiritual, to get a little metaphysical on you. So if you are in an angry state, you are going to experience things that will make you angrier, right? What you pay attention to, you get more of. What you pour your energy into, you get more of that. And so certainly, if you listen to music and it makes you angry or depressed or whatever, that's not the kind of music you should be listening to. For me, I find that kind of music, in a weird way, as crazy as it may sound, empowering. And so maybe that's what a lot of people who are fans of this shit are tapping into, and you just don't understand it. Like, think about metal, right? Metal music, you know, heavy metal is what I should be saying, or even death metal if you want to go extreme with it. Not my thing. Listened to it before, like I've heard death metal songs, and I'm like, yeah, I am not like, I'm good. I'm good. Not for me. But as they say, right? Don't ick somebody else's yum. That's where we should end the video, because what the fuck? Where did I pull that shit from? I don't know why that came up in my brain, but it did. But yeah, man. But hey, if this is how you feel, the beautiful thing about it, you don't gotta listen. And there's plenty of music out there. And shit, if you're a musical person, be the change you want to see in the world, man. You make the music that you like, and then problem solved. And you'll solve that problem for a lot of other people too. But that's the video, guys. You let me know what you think in the comment section down below. I do agree we are in a drought. I feel like it used to be we could rely on mainstream media and the mainstream hip hop industry to provide us with a healthy amount of good quality rap music. And it does kind of feel now like the rap music that you will hear on a Rap Caviar, for instance, it is dry. It is drier. It has become drier, no doubt. So yeah, I can at least agree with that. But you let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and until next time, peace out.